What's up, guys? I hope you're all doing well, and thank you so much for popping into my review for The Princess and the Frog. Recently on the channel, I talked about some other Disney Animation Studios films, including Alice in Wonderland, which just released on 4K for the first time. I think I've got the slipcover right here still. And we also talked about Atlantis, The Last Empire, which is also celebrating a 25th anniversary. Next month, we'll be celebrating the 30th anniversary of The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is my personal favorite Disney Animation Studios film, and it is a top 10 film for me. It's one of the best animated features I've ever seen. I would probably say that the studio has so many incredible hits, including Hunchback or Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King. There's so many. You got hit after hit. But then in the 2000s, it seemed like they were trying to change direction a little bit. The thing that makes Disney special, particularly, is that 2D animation style. And all this is leading to this film, The Princess and the Frog, which is 2D animated. It is absolutely gorgeous to look at. So we'll see in the future if, under their new leadership, maybe they are going to do another 2D animated film. And I think that would be great. Why did they say, okay, let's stop here? Is it too expensive? Does it take too long? I really don't know what the thought process of that was. This is pure Disney. It's back. The thing that was missing for a little bit. I'm watching all of their catalog in a row right now. So when you finally get to this one, you're like, okay, we're kind of getting back on track. So it would seem. And this movie is the story of the Princess and the Frog told by Disney. You've got so many cool characters in this. Tiana, Naveen, and the villain is so good. I mean, I watched this movie today, and Dr. Facilier is one of the best Disney villains. I mean, he's so fun to watch. The voice performance is fantastic. And his song, Friends on the Other Side, Don't You Disrespect Me, Little Man.
Don't you derogate or deride.
You're in my world now, not your world. And I've got friends on the other side. I think that song is also one of the best Disney villain songs. And you watch movies like Beauty and the Beast or Aladdin or Pocahontas, and you hear every song and you're like, wow, every song was a banger. In this film, every song's a banger. The Princess and the Frog is an extremely entertaining, fun, fast-paced film with a story that continues to fill up and develop and move at a really good pace. I mean, it's entertaining because it's so nice to look at. I mean, are some of the characters a little stupid? Yeah. I'm talking about that princess character. She is not a good character, I don't think. She's in the film for maybe comedic purpose, but she's there to drive the plot along as well. She kind of annoyed me a little bit. She had a few funny moments, like when she's dabbing herself off because she says she's sweating so bad. That was funny, but at some points it's like, okay, I see that she's just in this movie to fill a certain role. And she did. With The Princess and the Frog, I think that this is maybe not a top 10 for me because those films, I mean, that's a really hot and loaded top 10, but the top 20 out of their, 50-some, 60-some films, I think that's pretty good. And I'm going to give The Princess and the Frog 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think it's extremely entertaining. And how could we not talk about Raymond? But his friends like to call him Ray. And he is such a great character. He's a fun little guy, and he's voiced by Jim Cummings. And if you've seen The Princess and the Frog, it might not end the best for Ray. And Disney went there. They got dark in this film at points. And I was like, okay, it's 2009 and they're being dark again. I like that. And it's from the directors of Hercules and Little Mermaid, Treasure Planet, John Musker and Ron Clements. And Treasure Planet is actually probably in the top 10 for me. That's an excellent film. I just love that damn movie. But that's it. That's my thoughts on The Princess and the Frog. And come on back to the channel for a bunch of videos coming in the future, including, as I mentioned before, The Hunchback of Notre Dame celebrating its 30th anniversary that's coming late June, about a month. So looking forward to that. I've had that steelbook. I watched it on 4K. I'm happy that they were putting these movies out on 4K when they were a couple of years ago. They kind of put some of their catalog out and released it on the format. I like that, but then they stopped. They said, you know what? We're not going to go before 2009. We're not going to touch Bolt or Meet the Robinsons or Chicken Little. They don't put a lot of their movies on 4K. So, I mean, for them to do this and come back out with that, and that was really fantastic because that's a hell of a looking movie. I mean, wow. And you guys could also follow me on Twitter and or X at RyanKing72 and Instagram at KingArises131. That's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for The Princess and the Frog. And we're going down the bayou. I'll see you next time. Over and out.
The Princess and the Frog.